Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game, Alphadia Genesis. Last time we played this, we figured out who the murderers in the mansion were. We found a secret thing that contained fire bombs, and now we're here. I leveled up a little bit again. I'm level 25 now, so let's go! What was the mission right now? What are we doing at the moment? Alright, yeah. Clones are attacking this base, I believe, right? And we gotta stop them or something. And there's monsters. My players have gotten very strong, by the way. Especially, the dude there. The dude there is very, very strong. Like, Omega. Super mega strong. Oh, there's a thing over there. And a thing there. Let's keep an eye out, guys. You want to get all chests. All chests must be gotten. Pay close attention to the walls. Hey, Wolf! Wolf, you're first. You're the first one. Woo! Ad! You got an ad. When you come back, you'll have to tell me what the ad is. Oh, I can't wait to hear what it is. Pay close attention. No more ad. Well, I gotta ask, Wolf, what was the ad this time? What was the annoying, dreadful, boring ad this time? And how you doing? It's good to see ya. Welcome to another stream of this game. Corona? Oh my god, I got the Corona sword. Is it something for you? No. Oh, it's a fan. Attacks deal 3 times the damage. 3 times the damage. Half of the damage dealt is restored as HP. Wow. Wow, you have no idea. It was so weird. You just did not know. Could be anything. Bat. Well, I'm glad that you're here. Glad all is well. Glad you're doing good. Is the volume good, by the way? Can you hear the game good and me good and all that stuff? Let's see how powerful I am. Oh my god! It's not too bad. Sounds good? Alright. That's what I like to hear. Okay, there's a thing there too. There's a lot of pits. Let's go up. Aha! Ha 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 ha! Ha ha! Water bomb! So what do you do today, Wolf? Anything good? Anything epic or awesome or cool? Yep, and I learned a cool new move, just to let you all know. And I learned a very, very, very cool trick called Monster Destroy move. Guard drink. Very nice. You're back. I was asking you, did you do anything cool today? Or awesome? Or epic? Excuse me, oh my gosh. As you can hear by that, I'm ready to go. This layout is very confusing, by the way. Look, I'm right near the staircase. So weird. So weird. Let's see. Anyone see any weird things on the walls, by the way? So when you say no lol, do you mean no lol or no lol? Which is the same thing as no lol. Fire change. I learned it fire change, everyone. Now everyone's screwed. Luck drink. Ooh. What? I don't know. Never know. You're never supposed to understand what I'm saying. You just have to accept it. You know what I mean? What's today, the 3rd? I think in 1 week, guys. In 1 week, it's birthday time for me. Oh, God. Or no, tomorrow. It will be, I think. What are you doing, Aura? There's not even a clone in this room. Looks like I just wasted my time and effort. Hey, mister, what are you doing standing there? Are you a researcher here at the laboratory? Huh? Who are you? Oh, look, you're hurt. Hands off, broad. Look, all I'm trying to do is help. Did I ask for your help? Now, if you don't want a good pounding, beat it. Seriously, what is with you? Teehee, I caught you. You're like a little kid to be scared of having your wounds tended to. Huh? Who are you calling a little kid? Just hold still while I take care of this for you. Hey, let me go, you. Okay, looks like we're done here. Now I'm in a hurry myself, so be sure to steer clear of the monsters and get yourself out. I forgot your B-Day. Oh no. When was your B-Day? What was that all about? What a strange girl. Sorry about straggling behind. What happened? I just saw some researcher, if that's what he was. Anyway, I took care of his wounds. I was starting to wonder when you weren't with us. But I'm glad to know everything's alright. Was that researcher okay? Oh, you forgot your B-Day? No, I did not forget, my B-Day. It's coming. Yep, he was walking just fine, so I'm sure he made it out by now. Enough talking, more marching. Annoying as usual, I see. What is it, Enna? Rubs Aura's head. What was that for? Gran said you do it when someone does a good thing. Right. Teehee, thanks, Enna. Nods. Aura, Enna, let's get a move on. I hear you. Come on, Enna. Nods. Oh, it's coming soon. Oh. I saw that. Did you guys see that? 'Cause I saw that. That was sneaky. Uh-oh. Oh, it's the energy clones. The energizing clones are here. Or the normal clones. You know what I mean. There's clones here. And remember the rules, everyone. All of the clones are kids. Every single one, even that one that I just took out. Why are they all kids? I don't know. Why not, right? So where's the hidden routes here? There's a crack there. Paying close attention, you know? Oh, here we go. There it is. Wow, I did 3,000 there. Wow, 1,000. I can count. I know my numbers. I know my numbers. Don't at me. Emerald. There we go. We're doing good. Anna might be the most powerful one now. I think she is. No, don't miss. Now's not the time to miss. seeing anything else here, so let's go. It's on the 11th, by the way, Wolf. The 11th of November. On the 10th, I'll be having a special B-Day outing that I'm very excited for, actually. Alright, here we go. Ow. 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 Stupid slimes. Stupid poopy slimes. Oh yeah, monsters are getting a little bit tough now, but that's okay. We like tough, right? Holy water! Can we go up there, I wonder? Or were we already just here? We might have already just been here. Gosh darn it, this team again. This team takes forever to kill things. I did not mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that, actually. You may not believe me, but I did not mean to click that button. Get the flip out of here. Wow, that was a lot. That was a lot of damage that I just did there. That was nice. Oh, I was here already. Gosh, flippin'. There we go. Fully healed, everyone. Everyone's fully healed. Everyone's ready to go. Everyone is ready to slay. Jump. Awesome. I think we're gonna level up soon, guys. I don't know about you. I'm sensing a level up in my future. And more energy G-stones. Oh, more. Even more. Exeter. Would you like to exit her? Alright. Crit. I do like my crits. Fire level. Maybe we'll catch up to where I was. Oh, main area. I wonder if we'll catch up to the area I was in the Wii U version. Maybe today. It's a boy. Or a girl, rather. Hey, big bro, do you think this clone is... Targets confirmed. Preparing to exterminate. Great, she wants to kill us. Frey? Yeah, so we better not let her. Oh boy. A blue-haired one. A dark blue-haired one, I mean. Mind up! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no, she's confused. Aura is confused. That's no good. That's no good at all. Hey, Super Kobo. What's up? How you doing? Good to see ya. Welcome to, I'm gonna kick this kid's butt. You're wrecked good. Awesome. Boom! Right, here we go. Breaking charge! 5,000. Wow. Cool. Stole luck drink and cannot steal. Darn. I'm glad you're doing good, though. I'm glad all is well. Damaging her this much should be enough to stop her from attacking anyone else. My order is to exterminate. Don't tell me this clone still wants to go another round. Having such a large weapon, is that all the strength it can muster up? What should we do, Frey? If we damage her more, she may end up disappearing for good. But if we don't do something, we could be the ones who get killed. My order is to protect. Wait, something strange is going on. I must protect my master. Aww. What in the... The clone just offed herself. But why? Whatever the reason, there are no other clones here to be found. Were you harmed in any way, Korone? No, I'm fine. Aura? Me? No wounds here, if that's what you're asking. That aside, there was something strange about that clone... About how that clone acted before. Agreed. It was as if her switch was flipped. Could it be she realized her master's orders had been somehow altered? Since when do clones have a conscience? Since always, you dummy. Clones experience the same thoughts and emotions as we do. And explain to me why our cultures are based on using them for our own selfish gain. That does not sound as if they are the same to me. That's because... Walter, Aura, please let's not argue. Our first priority is to find any other researchers who may still be inside this facility. Yes, Korone. That's true. I hear voices. Look, there's a door up there. Right, let's hurry. Oh my gosh, guys. That poor clone. Must be people inside. It's not locked, so I wonder if it can only be opened from the outside. Did it just come off its hinges? Alright, let's get inside. Oh, somebody did hear us, thank heavens. We ducked in here after an explosion and monsters started flooding in, but something hit the door with such force to bend it, we couldn't get out. For a while there, I thought this was where we were going to die. Well, it looks like you're safe now. Were you the only ones unable to evacuate? As far as we know, we were just surprised when the clones here suddenly flew off the handle and started attacking everyone. Did you see anyone else? Because I'm positive there should have been somebody here who did something to override their master data. Yes, I actually saw 2 of them, but I was fleeing for my life at such a heated pace that I don't remember much about them. Although one, however, I believe had blue hair and was wearing a set of light armor. I almost want to say he was carrying a weapon like yours. Like Grand's? In short, that could only be one person. There's no doubt in my mind it was Gale, but what on earth could he have been up to? Then we must also assume his accomplice was none other than Saiger. Yes, the possibility is extremely high. Only problem is that we won't be able to chase them since we don't know where they went. Yeah, which means we should stay focused on our investigation for the time being. Who knows, we may run into them again along the way. Anyway, now since we've checked the place for survivors, let's take these researchers back to the chief. Not now. No! I see, so she was a clone that had been with us here in the laboratory since the very beginning, and for that reason, likely had the strong will she did. Now regarding your help in quelling this situation, I owe you a great debt of thanks, especially there having been no casualties involved. There's no need to thank us, we were only doing our job. Now as we are in a hurry, tell us the location of this Hiram. Yes, of course, with things having been in such a chaotic state here. The thought clearly slipped my mind. Now as for where you will find him, his home is way up north on Mount Nordon. Please take this letter with you in case he asks for verification of who you are. Yay! Thanks for writing this for us. About Mount Nordon. Korone, do you know how to get there? Yes, but it'll be quite the journey to reach it. While there is a village on the way there, we'll have to pass through Nazi Trench. Even prior to that. That sounds far. That it does. It might even be good if we could find someplace along the way to rest. In that case, you might try the Tranquil Lodge. An elderly couple run the place, and besides there being an inn there, you will also find a wide selection of equipment and goods. If there's an inn like you say, it may be a good idea to rest there for the night. What do you think, Frey? I can agree with that. Despite being in a hurry, it'll do us no good to get ourselves stuck up a creek either. If that's where they're headed, do you think we could also have them deliver that? Thank you for reminding me. Hello. Bonjour, Captain Chips. Welcome to the Spleem. I do apologize for bringing this up now, but would you mind returning this to the clone that lives up there at the lodge? A ribbon? Yep, it was left behind when she came for her last physical exam. Are you intending to use Korone as an errand girl for something that is clearly your oversight? It's okay, Walter. We're heading in that direction anyway. We appreciate your help. The Tranquil Lodge can be reached by following the road northeast of here, but I warn you to be on the lookout for monsters! I also ask you to be careful of clones and monsters still here in the laboratory, should you have any further business here. Thanks for making us aware. Now what do you say we head to this lodge, everyone? Yes, let's! You didn't miss too much, Captain Chips. I got through this dungeon, I fought that one clone girl, and I freed some researchers, and now everyone's safe. Yay! And my peoples are very, very strong still. My peoples are very, very still good. I level grinded. Everyone's stronger. I didn't get any cool seed with stats up, but still. And I got a cool weapon that makes her attack ×3. So, I'll say that's flippin' good. And the reason I'm going back is because there was a chest that I missed, and I don't want to miss it again. This is Ultima 395, don't miss the chest. Oh crap, not these things again. Ether energy drink, woo! Abusing items the game gives you that drastically improve your damage output is always fun. Oh, it is. It is quite fun. Am I going the right way? It's hard to know. Sometimes I forget which direction I'm going after a particularly long battle. Alright, here we go. Here we go, guys. Here we go. I think I missed 2 whole rooms, actually. Alright, wait a minute. I did see an extra section, here, too. Follow bracelet. What do you do now? A battle member attacks twice with a normal attack. Damage up down effects do not show. Strength -20%. I'm good. How'd you even find those? It's called many years of playing these games. If you look very carefully, you can see some, spikes. Not spikes, but, some darker bits. You should have JoJo by tomorrow. Heck yeah! Good timing too. See, look very carefully. Little things jutting out of the wall. You don't see them anywhere else, just those sections. Hey, chest? Hardy Peel. What the heck did I just get? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? That's not it. Hardy Peel increases SP. Okay, cool. Have to buy you Legend of Grimrock. If you can spot things like that, you can spot some of the secrets. What kind of game is that, though? Is it a ridiculously hard game that would make me, regret life? At the same time, you'd probably never make it through the graveyard, so probably not. What kind of game is this? Legend of Grimrock, from the people that made Dark Souls. Dark Souls and Phantom Brave. Both working together to make a master nightmare game. First-person dungeon crawler. Is it kind of like Ichi and Odyssey? Like turn-based battles, or do you fight?
There you go.
Alright, let's get the flip out of here. Spent enough time in these caverns. You get 4 dudes who are all chained together at the ankles, square dance with around your enemies, and avoid damage as you pummel them with attacks. So is it like that Necro Dancer game? Are you literally dancing? Yay! Level flipping up. Not turn-based, active combat is always pretty straightforward. Interesting. I'll have to give it a look-see at some point. Yes! Fog pump. I don't want fog pumps, I want seed stat items. Gosh darn it. No, and she's poisoned. Not literally dancing. Fans call the stuff to do to avoid getting wailed on. Very necessary when big crabs happen. Is there a crab rave? That's what I want to know. If there's no crab rave, I am out. I quit. I quit. Alright, let's go back to the one city first. See if there's any quests. Gonna go. Bye! Bye, Wolf! I'll see you again soon, alright? Be well, be good, be awesome. Crabs are some of the toughest enemies in the game. Very interesting. We're in the thousands club, by the way. Some of the characters are at 1,000 HP. That move's not broken at all. Welcome back to Galzabine Place. Why did I come back here? I don't remember, actually. I think it's to find any hidden things. Any missions that I've missed. Come on. Crab's tough enemies, though. I'm guessing there's nothing here. Just the kingy. Oh, man. Oh, let's continue with our journey, everyone. Today's journey is all about loss, coupled with acceptance. Ow. Very ow. Gotta get our big guy leveled up. Love that move so much, it's so good. Woo! Everyone's level 26 now. And here we go. Something tells me there's gonna be a few places left to stop by in first. Ow. Ow. Oh, leave her alone. Oh man, people are missing. Stop it. Here we go. Here's the city. The Tranquil Lodge. We finally made it. I take it this is the Tranquil Lodge? From the looks of it, it appears to be an inn, but I can't be certain. Well, there has to be somebody here, so let's ask them. Excuse me, is anybody around? Quiet, you. You do not know a real lady should never yell like that. You're right, but Aura isn't exactly that age yet either. Different folks, different strokes. Wouldn't you say, Walter? Are you customers? Oh, aye, yes, that's just what we are. We were wondering if we could stay the night. That is, if you have any rooms? You may stay. In that case, that's great, right guys? Why does this girl seem so overbearing? I don't know, but I agree with you completely. Could it be she's a... What is it now? Time to clean. Us? Clean? Calm down, Aura. She can't really be insisting paying customers do the cleaning. At least, I think. Oh goodness, are you customers? They will sleep here. Oh Nat, have you first made sure of that? Yes. Alright then, young lady, please return to your cleaning duties. Understood. I do apologize if she caused you any trouble. Now if you would, please come inside. Big bro! What's the matter, Aura? This old lady is normal. Of course she is, silly. Let's get inside and get some rest, shall we? Yes, let's. This is my wife's famous Tranquil Lodge stew. Yum, this looks delicious. Wow, it really is as good as it looks. Nods. You're right, this is absolutely wonderful. My heartiest compliments to the chef. You are very welcome. If you would like another bowl, please do not hesitate to ask, as I have plenty more in the pot. Don't worry, I will. Passed around the idiot ball. Oh yeah, it's being passed at full force. That reminds me, but do you have a clone here at the lodge? We have something that we were asked in return. Then you must be asking about Onette. I am Onette. What? Is this made a clone? I am 2416011. I'd felt something peculiar about her when we first met outside, and now I know why. That before we forget, let's return it to her. You have it right, Anna? Not. You forgot this. Oh goodness, is that not your ribbon, Onette? Might I inquire where you came across it? Kayane Laboratory. She apparently left it behind after her last physical examination. Is that the case? Then we appreciate you bringing it all the way up here. Is this not wonderful? Someone was kind enough to deliver your lost ribbon, Onette. Thank you. Nods. I think this calls for a celebration. Who would like some cake? Did you say cake? I love cake. Meanwhile, at Castle Doom. Your Highness, keep up the good work and make sure security for the castle is amply maintained. Yes, Your Highness. Whew, I almost soiled my drawers there. I never expected the king up so late at this hour. Of course, you would not. This is your first time pulling watch duty at night. Anyway, it has actually become a nightly ritual for him. Seriously? But what is up this hallway other than the laboratory? Nothing. That is exactly what he has business. I cannot say for what, but it must be important with how regularly he frequents the place. That is interesting. Could it be Galzabine is preparing for another war with Marklane? Do not suggest foolish things. Nobody wants another war, and that should go for you too. Besides, if only the minister and researchers who work there know what is going on, I can hardly imagine it has to do with anything of the like. Then you had better hope that is the way it is. Hey, Blaisqua! What's up? He was gonna join someone else, but they ended their life? Oh, they're live. Okay, they ended their live stream, I think. You mean dang? Because you don't cuss. How you doing today, Blaisqua? What's up? Thank you for the wonderful meal last evening. No, thank you, it was my pleasure, especially after how pleased Onette was to receive her favorite ribbon back. Thank you. Nods. I've got to say, though, I have never known she was a clone just by looking at her. You're not the only one. We were never able to have children of our own, so after the war, we took her in and raised her as our own. As you can tell, my wife got a little out of control and outfitted her in those clothes, dyed her hair, and what else? Despite what my husband says, he likes what I have done. It is as well as Onette, right, Sugar Plum? Yes, I do not hate these clothes and my hair. Well, I'm glad to hear it again. You're frickin' mad? Oh no. How come you're mad? I had heard that the majority of those here in Galzabine had an aversion to clones, but I guess not, huh? That was true of people during the Energi War, but after it ended, many people changed their way of thinking. In any case, we as well as those researchers at Kayane Laboratory appreciate the clones in our lives. However, I hope with this latest incident it will not stir up more animosity toward them. Now before you leave, let me bid you all a safe journey. And if you need anything, please use the shops here at the lodge. Shopping is a good thing. They were all really nice people, including Onette. Yeah, for whom getting the investigation resolved matters most. Anyway, where should we go from here, Corone? First we will need to make for Nessie Trench. To reach it, we'll head northwest, cross 2 bridges, and then follow the road from here. Sounds simple enough. Let's hit the road. Those 2 guards that the king walked past kind of reminded me of. Alright, your job here is to make sure no one follows me in. Alright, so we will make sure that you are not allowed in. No. Don't let anyone else in. So, we'll let everyone else in, right? No. Just don't let anyone in. What do we got? Restores a lot. All? That's pretty good. But I'm gonna buy, some weapons. Yes! Better weapons! Yay! I don't think I need a great chakram. Her current weapon, does 3 times damage. Yay! What a steal these prices are. He was playing bingo and it was a blackout and he was one thing away from winning the 1000, but someone else won. Bingo is supposed to be a calm game, turn it into a violent one. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Sometimes that just happens, huh? That's annoying though, a flippin' blackout. That's just flippin' awful. something. Maybe not. Yay. How come you not? Oh, there it is. I was like, where's the robe? Where's the robe, bro? Where's the robe at? What do we have here? Huh? What are you up to? Oh, I see, it is you people again. As for myself, I was merely writing up a list of possible souvenirs to sell to travelers who visit the lodge. As you know from your stay before, my wife makes a mean pot of stew. I was thinking we could offer something more. Really? So what's on your list? From the looks of things, those items are all hard to come by. You could not be more right. Originally, I had thought to have Onette help me, but her skills are better suited for cleaning than fighting. That's a great robe. It's a mighty robe. Defense robe. On the other hand, would you people happen to have some time? I would be more than happy to reward you for your labors. I'm down for something like that, but it's your decision, big bro. Besides, we appreciated the hospitality you offered us the other night, and we'd love to do what we can to help you out. I knew you wouldn't walk away without helping somebody in need. Anyway, what is it you'd like us to collect? Well, if I could, I would like you to bring me back 5 glowing dust. It can be obtained from the Valkyries that inhabit the area nearby. Got it. Let's go find some of these Valkyries. I warn you to be careful. They can be dangerous. Operation Find Valkyries. And go. Buffing powder. Do we need buffing powder for something? Didn't someone say they have a buffing powder thing? And look who's running the inn, everyone. Welcome, Pen! A room for the night is 90 gold, Pen. So, the penguin can talk. I want a penguin now. I never knew penguins could talk. I'm really jealous. So let's see if there's Valkyries in this spot. Are you a Valkyrie? Nope, you're a wyvern. No, I am a wyvern. Wow, it lived.
Ouchie!
Alright, things are getting tougher now. Things are getting, interesting. Wonder if there's Valkyries here. Let's walk around a bit. Come on, monsters, come on. Ah, wyvern. Valkyrie, you're the Valkyrie. Glowing dust! Glowing dust! I got 2 of them. Just like that, a lot of my EP was restored. Okay, we're gonna stay in this area for a bit until we have all the glowing dust we need. No, that's not right. No. I never escaped from battle. Let's see what happens. Okay, cool. That would have taken forever. I should be fighting every battle, but I just want to find the glowing stuff. No, that's not right either. Stop. Let me see what quest this is. Oh, look. I've missed a lot of quests. Whoops. Oh, well. Come on, Valkyries. Come on. No, it's not right. It's wrong. smoke curtain.
I learned smoke curtain. Well, ain't that great?
Okay, please be Valkyries. No! Valkyries! We have to be in, like, this area over here? I remember seeing those things, like, in this section, though. Even, like, down here, kind of. There we go. There's two of them here.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. This might be, like, our time to get them all. Guard. Yeah. Guard. Let's do it again. Please get them both, please. Glowing dust. Glowing dust. I think we got them all. Yes. Wonder what you need glowing dust for. Hey, we got the glowing dust like you asked for. See? Oh, this is the stuff, all right. You did a wonderful job collecting this. If you don't mind my asking, how do you plan to market this stuff? Ho ho ho. Are you ready to be impressed? First we take some of this glowing dust and mix it with ordinary sand. Then we put it in a bottle, shake it up, and... Wow, the whole bottle just lit up. It's like magic. Now that is a novel idea. I bet it'd look even more amazing in a dark room. Indeed, nighttime is definitely the best time to try it. But now since you did me this favor, I would like to reward you for your labors. Strength seeds!
Yay, I love rewards, and thanks a ton.
Ho ho ho, do not mention it. It is thanks to you that I have been able to create this delightful souvenir. Now I look forward to how my future customers will react. I bet they'll buy a boatload. At any rate, we should get going now. Wish you the best of luck in your travels.
Yay!
We got seeds. Let's see. 128, 111, 97. We'll give it to the weakest one on the team. Not the best seeds in the world, sadly, but whatever. Alright, let's go. Alright, dragon. Alright. Bring it on. Yeah, we can take it on now. We can take him on, no problem. Yes, EP and speed. So higher EP and higher speed. I like that. That's cool. Welcome to our next cave. Our next dungeon. We have arrived at Nessie Trench. Given this runs under the sea, I bet it's just as humid as it was in Luviria Tunnel. It is dank. Yep, and probably enough to grow mushrooms behind our ears. Is it? Don't you know how to take a joke? Why does she seem so excited to know? Gahaha, not to worry, kiddo. Aura here was just exaggerating the fact. Why did you have to say that and spoil all the fun, Grand? Was I not supposed to? Such idiocy. Corone, let's make haste then. Huh? What is the matter? Nothing. I'm perfectly fine. Corone, what is going on? Don't worry a thing, Corone. If any slime decides to rear its ugly head, we'll take care of it for you. Bray, thank you. I mean, this time I'll face my fears and be the one to step up and fight. It'll do me no good to let my fears take control. That's what you want, but remember you can always ask for help should you need it. I'm sure I'll be fine, but I do appreciate the thought. Anyway, shall we be going? As it stands now, someone else in the world could be attacked by clones. True, but we should also worry about our own safety. Now please be careful not to slip as you walk along the floor here. Thank you. I'll do that. Crony is not so weak as to require your concern, guild scum. What? Is there something you wish to say? No, I was just thinking we should all be careful on this slippery floor. I see they're at loggerheads with each other as usual. I'd say it's more one-sided than anything else, but it's still sad they can't get along. You think so too, right, Enna? Not. Well, let's not get left behind thinking about it. No doubt about that. When will be the moment they start getting along, I wonder? What will be the moment? Waiting for it. I'm waiting. Alright, what am I looking for here? This? Oh boy, the monsters are getting tougher. Energite herb. Do these count as slimes, by the way? I think these are more slugs. Not really slimy, but very sluggish. Mega potion. Gladly we'll take mega potions. Nothing that way. Aha! See, if you look carefully, you can see the little thingies. Empty. That's lame. Don't give me empty boxes. You big lamers. A trek charm. Oh boy, what does this do? A trek charm. Encounters enemies with every step. Effective with one party member equipped. Here's a challenge run, guys. Play the game and beat the game with this thing. Oh, I would love for someone to try that. It would get incredibly boring. But, that would be an interesting challenge. If that's at all reasonable, it's still a challenge. Will one accept, or will you give up like a coward? I would give up. I would give up pretty dang fast. What? Ooh, fish. Is there nothing in there? Like, can there be something in there, please? For my troubles? Energy materia. Is this Final Fantasy? Rusty energy ring. Yeah, is this Final Fantasy 7 now? In materias. No, don't miss. Now's not the flippin' time to miss. You see how I use that move and as EP is restored? Every time I get an overkill, a little bit of EP gets restored. See? Watch carefully. Look at the number, the green bar there. See? That's awesome. I love it. What? Oh. Okay. Think that's everything here. Here we go. Hi, Elixir. Oh no, big fish. Alright, big fish time. Uh-oh. Alright, you're pretty tough fish. Red fishies are tough, good to know. Heat shot. Speaking of energy learned, let's heal my poor people. I like how my other two people are leveling up still. Some games don't even let that happen. Light bomb! Not just one light bomb, but many light bombs. Okay, let's go. I'm looking very carefully at the wall still. I gotta go through on my other save at some point and see if I've missed anything. That's a lot of slopes. On it lived too. Wow. Okay, that's powerful. That's a lot. Revive. Good thing. Uh-oh. Whoa, this place seems to have opened up. Are you okay, Korone? You look a little tired. Yes, I am. With all this humidity down here, I'm starting to feel a bit woozy. If it's nothing I can't handle, though. And let's take a brief rest here. This area is large enough to keep an eye on our surroundings. Well, that's true. I would hate for us to be caught off guard by anything down here. Fear not, Korone, for I am at your side to protect you from any such danger. Anyone notice we're here at a dead end? There is a metal door. Well, looks like someone put it there for a reason if you ask me. Yeah, and it looks like there's got to be a switch that opens it. Then why not go find out where it is while Korone takes some time to rest? 16 hit times hit combo. Monster kill. Yes, I like my 16 times hit combo. Me? Sure, if that's what you want me to do. Then why don't I go with you? Please rest here, Korone. I will stand guard until they return. Now the rest of you hurry and get going. That is, if you do not intend to waste time, as you say. Why does Waldo get to tell us what to do? Waldo? Waldo's here now. Getting angry and calling him names doesn't solve anything, Aura. Now let's go find that switch. Not. In any case, I'll stay here with these two, so our strength will be equally divided among us. What? Good idea. Then I'll leave these two in your care. Yes, thank you for staying with us, Grand. Aura, also make sure not to use an exiter, or we'll end up leaving the three of them behind, got it? You don't really think I'm that stupid, do you? Why are you looking at me like that, Anna? I really wanted to go with Frey instead, but it might make me look selfish. No, wait, why am I even thinking this? I've never thought about anyone else in this way, as far back as I can remember. Korone? Aura, Enna, let's get going already. Alright. Fun fact, in a different game. Oh no. So, we're separated. In a different game, there was a different combo. A 100 combo. Some mates say it's a little broken, and to that I say, yeah, it was. It was actually extremely broken. The switch looks like it might fit the bill. When in doubt, flip it. Yay. Look, the door opened. Then Frey and the others must have found the switch. Corone! Yes, it appears monsters must have been alerted by the sound. Hello. Well, then before the others get back, I say we mop up these ones. Did you hear that sound off in the distance? Must have been from the big metal door opening. Yay! Mission accomplished! It really is an RPG. Isn't there some hilariously broken bullshit you could do? Yes. In this particular game, or in the one I was mentioning, yes. It literally one-shot the final boss. And then some. Although I've got to say the three of us here like this almost feels nostalgic. Yeah, it was the same group until we met up with Corone and Walter in Arc Lane City, wasn't it? You know what, big bro? What? If there's anything you want to tell me, just know I'm more ears than a cornfield. What's that supposed to mean? I don't know. I just felt like saying it is all. Well, okay then. But what do you say we head back to where the others are? No doubt Walter is getting impatient. Not. Oh my. Wait. Let's kill this box first. Really? Really now? Man, that was it. Fog Pump. Been thinking of Dragon Age lately, how totally ballistic some mage abilities are, for example. Is that a playable game that, I can play? By the way. I've heard of Dragon Age. Part of me wanted to try it. I don't know if it's good, though, or not. Do you hear that? Better make sure we're ready. I am ready for... energy. I sense many. Many what? Monsters? Yep. Ha! Yeah! Oh no, there's a monster to my rear, but I also have this one to deal with. Maybe if I'm hurt, I can try and heal myself later. Corone, out of my way, fiend! Look, Corone's in trouble. I'll never make it to her in time if I use the stairs. Looks like I've got only one choice. What are you doing? Wah. Gyagoon. Are you okay, Corone? Frey? Where did you come from? Guro. Wow. We can talk after we defeat these monsters. Now let's do this. Yay! Fish! And we got the original team back too. You need to do a few things for you. Oh, to get it running. On my pewter. It does not run well on modern computers. It needs to be modded a bit. Great. I love it when modern day computers take an old game. Gosh darn it. Oh, I can't do my... You know? I can't do it. Oh boy. Oh boy. this is getting tricky. There's this thing too. There's this fish. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, we got this. We got this. Check this out, guys. Boom! I wish that did a little bit more, to be honest. Oh no. Oh, not HP absorb. It's gonna steal my HP. Mind Blast. I don't like Mind Blast. With it, some old games run better than others on new hardware. Had to do that with how they read the data. Like, you can't just get an old copy of Doom running on a modern PC. Totally different architecture. So frustrating for some games that I wanted to play. Remember all those years ago I wanted to stream Chamber of Secrets for Christmas time, and I couldn't because my copy would just not run. So that was annoying. But guess what? Level up! Well, that looks like all of them. Anyway, it's a good thing you came back when you did. I was just surprised to see my brother leap from the top of the wall like that. Not. She's right. What would you have done if you had hurt yourself jumping from that height? My bad, but when I saw you in danger like that, my body just reacted on its own. But rather than worry about me, what? When I saw you from up above, I noticed you were bracing yourself to take a direct hit from the rear. Why did you do that? You could have easily driven the enemy in front of you back some, though you could have altered your stance for the other. Don't tell me you were thinking of letting it attack you and healing yourself later. So I was right, wasn't I? Korone? Yes? Well, it's true you could have healed yourself after the fact. You still would have been hurt. And if you would have suffered anything really serious, you may not have been able to recover. You've only got one life, you know, and that goes for both humans and clones. Please take better care of yourself the next time. Why do you look so happy, Korone? Can't you see I'm scolding you? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just that I've never had someone scold me like this before, and somehow it feels refreshing. Korone. I know you're both serious and mean well, so let me apologize. That said, I'm thankful for your words. I'll try to watch myself better next time. See that you do. Anyway, the door is open now, so what do you say we get going? Yeah, it still looks like we've got a ways to go, so let's get to it. You said it. I swore I would protect Korone, and yet it was that guild scum who came to her rescue. However, I know I am better than he is. I will make sure I am the one to protect Korone the next time. Ooh, the hate is getting up there. The anginess is increasing. When will we have our big moment? Can I go this way, maybe? Oh no, not the fish. Oh yeah, now that we leveled up again, we are even more strong. Oh, look at that, look at that. You see how close that is? Oh my god. Alright, moving on. Stop missing, dude. Stop missing, dude! What are you doing, dude? Oh, yes. Keep an eye out for... Ah, look at that over there. You see that? You see that? I will admit that was a nearly missable thing. I could have easily missed. Uh-oh, the clones are here.
Send in the clouds.
There we go. With each and every overkill, by the way, we get a little bit of extra EXP, SP, and gold. Dragon Age Origins is on Steam. Ooh. You could easily do a little research, bring it up to speed for you, try it for your morning stream. Sure. It might be a hot minute because there's a lot of games on my wish list now. But, when the time comes, I'll ask for your assistance. Doom Pendulum. I'm a little afraid to equip that. Doom Pendulum. Countdown will always be 5 times longer. Speed plus 20%. Countdown will always be 5 times longer. What do you mean countdown? Take your time, let me know. Oh, I will. Still gotta get past Pokemon game. Pokemon Empyrean. Countdowns in this game? Yeah. Did you know there's boss battles in Pokemon Empyrean, by the way? Like, instead of the health bar being just on the side, it's like right above the whole at the top of the screen, and it's bigger and longer. Hold on, go back. Oh, look at this team. I don't want to fight this team. Before we go back, I want to go down super quick.
Nothing!
Okay, now I'll go back. Go back into that hallway. Which one? This one? Or the other one? Wandering crate is sitting there, I think you just said. Why is it going like before Emma? Haven't you heard of ladies first? The one in the wall. All mined up. Ooh, all mined up. That's pretty good. Oh, look. Speaking of, here's one right here. Unless that was the same one. It was a path leading up, like in this section here. So are you saying here or somewhere else? Oh, I can't even see. There was a spot on the wall to the north where you couldn't get from, at 2 spikes indicating you could walk through it. I think there's just another, like, spot, like, even higher like this area, right? Way up here there. You gotta do something, something extra. We'll get to that spot when we get to it.
Oh no, he can see me! Oh no!
Alright, let's go this way first. Did I go this way yet? Nope.
Clearing! Awesome!
See, there it is. Found it. We found it. We have a winner, everyone. We have a winner. I don't like that move. Did you not use that move, please? Thank you. There we go. There we have it. Berserk Gem. I have a feeling I know what that does. You are Berserk. You're a little bit powerful, but you're just insane now. You are uncontrollable, and you can't do squat. Ooh, there's one right here. Found it. Oh no, oh no. Bad, not good. Very, very not good. Very not good. Mega not good. Okay, stop. Yeah, let's flee from that one. That one's a little bit too much. Light circlet. What does the light circlet do? Oh wow. Strength, Vit, Mind, and Speed. Plus a lot. Well, you don't have one, so I guess you get it. Yeah, cannot control character while Berserk.
Alright, you win.
We'll do that one. For now, at least, until we get the better thing. And... doesn't feel like much of an increase in strength, but it's there. It's there, don't worry. I love that move. I mean, how can you not love that move? It wrecks everything. Oh! We're not ready just yet. Let's, heal up a bit. Heal up, save. Let's go! Go! This monster is much bigger than the others we've encountered. Nah, we cannot pass. Everything up but a lot. Yes, a friendly excuse me doesn't look like it'll get it to move either. And we shall slay it. Garuru! Garu! Or Gogu, rather. I see it wants to fight too, so let's bring the battle to it.
Whoa!
Big monster. Big dopey monster. Oh, look at this dopey monster, guys. It changes elemental to fire. Oh, I don't want to do that. Let's get Grande, like, strong. This is some being. We're leaking here tonight. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage, ain't it? Let's do all defense up. Let's get that defense going, mates. Oh, here's all. Okay, cool. Line up all. 2. I need to attack all. Heat shot. Charge! 5,000 damage. Uh-oh, berserk. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, Kurako! How you doing today? What's up? You're just in time. I killed someone. I killed a big monster. Alright, now we can get through. Yes we can. With Korone on our side, that beast stood no chance. Walter. And for the record, Korone could have handled that previous situation without your help, guild scum. It's going good, Kurako. Hey, Alphadia Skyrim. You're here too. The gods have chosen Flat Earth Channel. I wonder if that's a real, like, person behind that. You really think you can come along and offer help to a knight like Korone? The sheer audacity. Walter, that's enough. The fact of the matter is, I was in a situation I was incapable of handling on my own. She's right. How about you stop hating on my brother for once? Not. Seems to me you're jealous because Frey was able to protect Korone while you weren't. This does not concern you as outsider. What? Do you have a complaint now too? Why don't we just stop all this? What? While I think there are few people in this world who don't want to be praised, what you're doing to Korone is overkill and it makes your words sound hollow. Hollow? So what are you trying to say? You often praise Korone for being strong, yet I rarely hear any other compliments that highlight her other attributes. Is a cooldown, Kurako. There's a cooldown with the 8-ball. I say Korone is strong because it is a fact. Fact or not, hearing the same thing over and over again makes the words lose their meaning and feel empty. If anything else, Korone has many other good qualities besides her strength and, of course, bad qualities too. And if all you can see is Korone's strength, I think you're missing the whole picture that makes up who she is. Frey, but then what do you think about what he says, Korone? I don't dislike being praised if that's what you're asking, but like Frey said, hearing the same thing over and over again doesn't feel like what you're saying is sincere. I swear, Korone, I never had any intention to make light of your abilities. Yes, I know that, and I also know you only have my best interest at heart. For that, I'm always grateful, Walter. Well, since it looks like we got things about wrapped up here, why don't you say we get going? It is growing late. Then let's hurry and head for Laka. The village shouldn't be very far from the exit of Nessie Trench. We will reach it by simply following the mountain range north. In that case, let's get moving. Walter, I apologize if I said anything to offend you. I noticed your habit from earlier, and I thought it might be wise to bring it up. I hear you, but it does not mean I regard you as anything more than the guild scum you are. And mark my words, I will not lose to you no matter what. Wait, Walter, hey! It's when were we rivals? Big bro, if you don't hurry, you're going to get left behind! Right, I'm coming. It's all good, Kurako. All good. These two have gotta get along sooner or later.
Kyukyo!
Seems this feathered fleabag is trying to convey something. It is imperceptible to me. Okay, bye. Unless we talk to it more than once. Alright, maybe not. Can this insecure prat please take two in the face and shut the hell up? In time. In time, he'll do. Maybe not in time, but eventually, someday. Absorbed. Please don't do that. Please don't absorb my HP. I need that. Oh yeah, things are getting tougher, guys. The flowers are here now. Village of Laka. So is this Lakakarone? Yes, that's right. It's the So settlement on this continent. I should have realized earlier after making our way under the sea. We were no longer on the same piece of real estate as Galzabine City. What's wrong, Anna? Where is the snow? Snow? Oh, yes, right. You'll have to go a little further north in order to see it. Don't worry, kiddo. Given how far north we've come, you'll get to see your snow soon enough.
Not.
Karone, it will be dark soon. Let's find a place to stay the night and search out this harem come morning. Yes, I believe that's the best considering how far we have traveled today. Maybe asking those at the inn is all we can do before turning in. That's the plan, and let's head over there now. How was your day, Hellfire Skyrim? Do anything awesome? Or something? Hello, traveler. Better weapons! Better weapons. Not you just yet. Not you. We still have that ×3 thing going on.
Spear.
Sword. 1 for you. 2 for you. A breastplate made whatever completely negates energized skill effects in battle. Wish I knew what that meant. I don't know what that means though. Energize effects. Ooh, that looks cool. That looks like Cloud Sword, but they're in life form. A painful challenge in Terrara. What kind of what kind of dreadful, terrifying challenge did you have to do? Ooh, Blossom Princess. Once again, I like that all of the weapons look different. That's a good touch right there. All the weapons or the armors look different. It's good. It's good. Good stuff, that is. Village is quite a ways from the thing.
Yoo-hoo!
Did you know, snow occasionally falls in our village, but you'll find much more up in the mountains. Did you really pass through the trench to come here? This tiring journey, rest well. New legendary difficulty where every enemy is ×4 HP. Damage was what currently the worst class summoner. Yeah, that's one you can have. Something tells me I would lose me mind. Welcome, are you here to stay the night? Yeah, we'd like rooms for 6. 6 people, is it? Let me see here. Yes, I believe I have enough beds to accommodate you. Great, because I'm all tuckered out. Oh, but before we forget, would you happen to know a guy by the name of Hiram, who lives on Mount Norden? We have traveled here to visit with him. Hiram, huh? Hiram. Yeah, I do know a man by that name. His bombshell of a daughter stops by the village from time to time. Bombshell? Oh yeah. Their name's Sati, and every eligible bachelor, and some not, have high hopes to be the one to marry her. You are asking about Hiram, not his daughter. Summoner getting pretty tough late in game. You have no damage and no defense. You can have it. Yeah, isn't Summoner Strunk? According to Captain Chips. That's right, isn't it? Ha ha ha! Anyway, like I said before, Sadie is this Hiram fellow's daughter, and she sometimes comes to the village to purchase various supplies. Since I haven't seen her already this week, she may have show up today or tomorrow, but you might want to ask some of the other villagers. We'll do that. Thank you for your help. Hey, no sweat off my back, but where would this world be if we didn't help our fellow men? Anyway, let me show you to your rooms. Struggle early game, mostly unplayable late game. Oh dear. Korone, might I speak with you? Hang on a minute. Sure, Walter, what is it? I am sorry about earlier today. About what? Please don't hang your head in shame like that. As your fellow knight, I failed to protect you in Nessie Trench. You could have been seriously harmed. I swear I will train harder, so such an instance will never occur again. Walter, I appreciate all your commitment, but at the same time, remember not to overexert yourself. Yes, Korone, I vow I will be the one to protect you from now on. Walter, I feel it might do you some good to be a little more relaxed. Korone, is the reason you do not rely on me? Is it because of this fray? While it is true I was defeated by him at last year's tournament, I have no intention of conceding defeat to him again, if I could merely duel with him once more. Walter, you and I both know you are strong, but like Frey said today, there are other things to a person besides how strong they are. In a way, I feel as though you're constantly comparing yourself to him when you have your own unique set of qualities. I apologize if it sounds as if I'm criticizing you. But the point I would like to make is it's important for you to value yourself first. Anyway, please rest up for tomorrow. Stop being such a twat. I mean, just chill, Korone. 7 years ago, dragon you can summon. I never got past the wall of flesh. Maybe one day. Shortly after Moonlord was released, you want to say? Is Terraria done updating, by the way? Wasn't there something that said Terraria was, like, done? I wonder if Walter really dislikes Frey as much as it seems he does. Frey, again after how long we've been traveling together, maybe I should open up and tell him how I feel. Korone, is something the matter? Hi, what a surprise to see you there. Yeah, well, I was just looking at this map of Galzabine, since I felt it might be burdensome for you to have to lead us around all the time. You really don't have to do that. I meant it when I told you to let me act as your guide, though I do find it commendable if you're so resolute in what you do. Of course, I don't mean for that to change, but if there's anything I can do to lighten your load, I figure I should do it. In that case, that's very thoughtful of you. Is there perhaps something going on you'd like to talk about? No, nothing in particular. Should I be leaving you alone to study that map some more? Oh, this? No, you're welcome to stay here if you'd like. Really? What I meant to say was, probably wouldn't it be helpful to you if I simply sat here looking at you over the top of that parchment in your hands. Please give me a moment, will you? It's still getting updates. It's still happening. You know, Korone, you really don't have to. Here, this is for you, Frey. Isn't this... Yes, it's hot cocoa. You're sweet, right? You mean, you remembered from the other day, didn't you? I really appreciate this. I'm glad to hear it. So, would it be alright if I stay a while longer? Sure, that's what you'd like, but, so you know, it's still a map, just a map. I think the voice lines are like the important lines.
That's okay. I wasn't expecting more.
Then feel free to pull up a seat.
Thank you.
This scene will lead to something even greater. Good morning, all, and do I ever have some good news for you? Does that to do with the young woman, Sadie, who you were telling us about last evening? Indeed it does. Apparently she arrived in the village late last night. That said, if you head over to the item shop now, you may run into her on your way over. That is perfect. Let's hurry and find her before she leaves.
Yes, let's, and thank you for your hospitality last night.
Don't mention it. It's the service I strive to provide for my fellow customers every day. Please stop by again if you're ever in the neighborhood.
Alright, time to find this rumored bombshell. Nuts!
Hey Aura, that isn't the goal here.
Teehee, then to rephrase, let's head over to the item shop. To the item shop we go.
And just in case, let's find any secret things. You know, like this. What a long hallway this is. Minseed. That goes to you. 3. That's better. What is the point of this long hidden hallway, guys? What's the point? What's the flippin' point? Beep. Yeah. I want to get another one of these things. Assist attack damage is doubled. No. EP will be halved on turn. Very bad. Very, very bad. Guardian Orb. If defend is selected, attack, defense, mind, and speed will increase 1 rank. That might be cool. But no, I think that one's just the best one. Alright. To confound burglars. Orglers. I think it's for the orglers.
I work here in this kitchen.
Ow, that's hot. Haha, incompetent maid. Power up.
Apparently I can power up this ring. Yay!
Let's do it again.
Yay!
I can't do it apparently.
Yay!
I believe no one has a fire ring. Well, no, people do have fire rings. Just Babu versions. Alright, bombshell. Any hidden quests in here, by the way? Nope. Are you the bombshell?
Excuse us, but would you perhaps be Sadie? Yes, that's right. Is there something I can help you with? Actually, we were looking for Haran, and we'd like you to take us to his house.
Hey, Aura, are you trying to make us look incredibly suspicious or what?
I don't think I said anything to make it seem that way. About Haran, that's my father, but might I inquire what this is all about?
See, look what you did, Aura. We are fools to have allowed her to open her mouth. We're here on a joint investigation at the behest of both Arklane and Galzavine. We have come to speak with your father in relation to it.
Hey, Enna, what are you... This is proof.
A letter from the gentleman in charge over Kayani Laboratory? I recognize his seal.
In that case, it must be addressed to my father. It would be best if you held on to it for now. My father once used to work at the laboratory, and if that letter is coming from there, it must be urgent. If I could have you please come with me, I'll take you to see my father now.
Well, got everything worked out. And no thanks to you.
Look, Walter, will you get over it already? I assume your father lives up on Mount Norden, is that correct? Yes, we can reach the mountain by heading
north
from the village. I'll wait until you've made any necessary preparations before we leave, but please be aware I'm unable to fight any monsters.
Well, no worries there. We got you more than covered.
I appreciate that.
Alright, everyone, let's hurry and get ready.
Nuts!
Alright, north we go. Again. Just do a little save. Let's flip and go. That's the winding cliffs. Fighting more of these twonks. And my attack's a little bit better. It's not Enna levels of better, but it's getting up there. Here's another challenge. Only stick with your original armor. This is Mount Norden. My father's house lies at the end of the trail near the top. He sure picked a nice peak to live on. It reminds me of home, but a much steeper climb. But isn't it inconvenient living up there? Snow has got to be several feet deep and the wind chill. Brrr. Shivers. You're right, but we do our best to provide for our needs as best as we can, and anything we can't get up on the mountain we go shopping for in the village. I am of the opinion you would be better suited living in an urban area, rather than on some lone peak in the middle of nowhere. Often get that same advice from the villagers in Loka. But you see, my father has been researching clones his entire professional life, and, well, there are those in the world who would attempt to exploit his knowledge for evil, and so he finds it necessary to live away from others. No wonder you were so suspicious of us. Yes, and I apologize for that. Actually, there's no need to. The way Aura was asking around wasn't really helping to not draw suspicion. Not. Why are you agreeing with him, Enna? I only did that not to waste time. Well, let's hurry and get up the mountain before night falls. It's also supposed to get blustery later on. That could really be bad if we ended up caught out in it. So to the top it is! Check your bleep it, your internet or mine? Oh, let's see. Dropped frames, 10,000 billion. Just kidding, there's no, dropped frames. I am good. Oh, it's these caves. These are the really hard to find, the really hard to see, things. It cannot to my lord that you are almost the coolest. Almost the coolest? You mean are the coolest, am I right? Oh boy, this is gonna be tough, isn't it? OT's cooler? Aw, thanks. Thank you! Ow, 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 ow. That's a lot. That's... Oh, Enna's dead. Oh my gosh, Enna's flippin' dead. Okay, that's a problem. That is what they call really not good, guys. Okay, let's get your attack a little bit higher, mister. Alright, I'm alive still, that's good. But sheesh, guys. Uh-oh, he's mired now. He's very, very mired. He's mired and he's slower. Man, I can't do that move, though. Yay! Power of the overkill. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna fight any more of those red guys. Freaking Enna got killed. Oh Yeah, it's really hard. Okay, there it is. We're gonna have to really keep our eyes out. Dawn Moon. The dude is literally a Red Reaper. You know this wasn't gonna be easy. I know. Flippin' Red Reapers. So who equips the Red Reaper? Is it you? Dawn Moon, rather. Katana with the blood red blade. Half the damage is dealt is restored as HP. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, this fight will be a little bit easier. Yeah, we got a healing sword. We got the... what is it? The blood sword? Remember the blood sword from, ooh, we learned new moves. Remember the blood sword from Final Fantasy II? That crazy, like, broken sword? Like, once you get that sword, you, like, won. You beat the game. Shoot random shots 6 to 10 times. Kill. A 2-time high-speed attack with twin blades. Yeah, that's pretty good. Mirage. More clear rings. I'll take them. I like Final Fantasy II. I like my last playthrough of it. Falcon Vest. Ooh. Falcon Vest. Who gets this mighty thing? Sturdy, easy to move in light armor. Speed, better. Defense goes down a lot though. Can the ladies wear this? No. Alright. Sorry, not worth it. Oh man, no. No, I'm done. I'm done with red monsters for now. Let me go back. I thought I missed something. Yeah, that. You see that chest there? How do we get to that chest, guys? Oh, there's stairs. That's how. That's how we get there. Oh, throws a chakram with added strength. 10% of damage is restored as EP. Let's try it out.
More please. Yeah, that's a lot.
The big tough guy and the little clone girl are my strongest members right now. Crazy how that works, eh? Oh, there's that Reaper. Here's the Reaper. He looks strong. Try this move again. Let's see how it works. How well it works on this guy. Well, it survived. And wow, it did a lot of damage too. A very ultra important special attack.
Heck! Very good.
The strongest possible move a verb can do. More energy stone. Cool. Oh no, look at this. Look at this mess. I haven't used this in a long time. lot of stuff was activated there. Ooh, it hit the two monsters. I like that. Fox didn't even get killed. Jerk. Jerk Fox. Mega potion. I'll take it. Fine, fine. Fine, fine, fine. Let's heal up a bit. Let's heal up a bit. Things are getting a little bit crazy here. If anyone sees any cracks in the walls, let me know, alright? Not seeing any right now. Is that one? Is that a secret path? Alright, Ito. Yeah. Right. Not seeing any yet. Mega potion! Where's the full restores, though? That's the real question. Let's get this wolf out of the way. Oh no, don't confuse me. Oh. Now she's in a fetal position. What did that just say? A line of dialogue I saw for just a split second. Ow! Alright. Doesn't look like there's any secrets here. Or if there are, I missed them. They were well placed and I missed all of them. But I found that! And oh, guess what time it is, guys? It's time to buy another one of these very cool rings. Yay! And yes, I'll save. Alright, who gets it? What do you have? 10% of max EP restored each turn. Battle member attacks the next target after defeating an enemy. It doesn't happen a lot, though. You get him. You win. Big dude is doing genuinely nutty damage. Yeah, big dude is no joke. And now Aura is no joke. I would rather him not have the confusion attack.
What's your weak point? Life grenade! Wow!
No, don't miss. No! Why are you missing? That's not cool. It's lame. Alright. This'll really change the tide of battle, won't it? Oh boy, there's multiple paths here. Firebomb! Wow! Monsters appear outside too. That's how the Grim Reaper is just really, really freaking strong. still lived. Uh-oh, countdown. Uh-oh. There's a 3. Flip out of here. Oh, it went to 2. I think when it gets to 1, I get a special power-up. Definitely not I die. Oh yeah, I got quadruple pearls earlier.
What do they do?
1 hit will be counted as 4 with a normal attack. However, if damage is 3 or less, it will result in a miss. That's interesting. Let's put 1 on Anna and just see how that goes super quick. I'll tell you what, I hate these Grim Reaper things. Did I tell you I hate... Oh, this one's countering like crazy. Haha, did a bunch. Uh-oh. Aura's getting kind of weak now. But no energy. Please heal us. We are very, very dying. Okay. This is the new place, right? Or is this the place I was literally just at? I really don't remember, to be honest. Those sorts of effects work well with specific builds. Death of 1,000 cuts type deal. I like that. Death of 1,000 cuts. Sounds like a good move. Look at this motor fudger. Deal 40% less damage. You're hitting 2 or 3 times per attack, so you do more overall. Ripple and water bleed. Cool. I want to see the math on this. If I really am doing like more damage or not. That was... Yeah, I am going the right way. Some of these routes look the same, you know what I mean? Did this thing just heal? Nope, not. Heck. Heck is considered a swear word in some countries, I hear. Got an ability, it relies on big brain, it's bad, effects that do better with multiple hits, it's good. So this would be better on the big guy. Problem is the big guy already has the double damage thing. So I'm gonna put the EP thing back on her. And if you don't like it, then... Gosh. Alright, here we go. There we go. It's better to fight one tough enemy than 4 tough enemies. Right? Missed good. the confusion part missed at least. Yeah, things are getting tougher, guys, with this game. See, that didn't even kill. That did not even kill. Killing the werewolves, no problem, but everything else. Whew. But we leveled up, so we even stronger now. Lake. Oh boy, this place is big. Okay. Attack Burb first.
Yeah.
Headshot, or heat shot rather. Headshot. Oh my gosh, look at this! Dragon. Alright, here we go. This guy looks big. Alright, that's great. Not the dragon stole.
Excellent.
I'm gonna keep my attack up. That was a kind of a lot. Not completely a lot. Alright, everyone survived Dragon's moves, okay? Dragon breath. This might hurt a lot.
Okay. That's a bit of bullshit, that is.
I can't even, like... Oh my god, that sucks! Who has the healing? Like, the heal everything heal. Here it is. There we go, that's better. Now... Ooh. If damage is taken prior to unleashing, it will be cancelled. Wait, is this like a delayed move? I think I need this going on, happening now. There we go, 8,000. I like 8,000. Alright, that was kind of tough. Where are we supposed to go now? The path ends here. Actually, here. So you can cross like this. I'm surprised to see a young lady like yourself so nimble. It's because of living up here since I was a little girl. Anyway, now you try. I don't know. Falling into that icy water could instantly turn me into a popsicle. You're right about that. It comes directly off the snowmelt. Directly off the snowmelt? Shivers! Well, since there's no other way, we'll just have to make do. Can you cross yourself, Korone? I can try. Now is my chance to have Korone rely on me. Please allow me to... Frey, will you please go on ahead of me? I think I can see you do it. I'll feel confident to cross myself. Me? Okay then, here I go. Is that a good enough example? Yes, now here I come. You know what I wish? I wish I could hear the golden sound, like boom, 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 like that. Korone! That was a close one. Are you okay? Thanks to you catching me, I'm glad to know I can count on you to help me no matter what happens. Really? Is that so? I didn't mean it in a strange way.
Whoa! You okay, Aura? Yep, and thanks for the stop, big bro. Didn't twist your ankle, did you? To have these two worried about me like this makes me feel like a total klutz. Did you say something, Aura? No, not a thing, but thanks for asking. Why do I have this unsettling feeling Corone is increasingly relying on the guild scum these days? It is unnerving to think it is not I, a knight in the same Galzavine army, but this nobody from Arklane. What could have driven her to this? What does she see in him I fail to possess? Come on, you three, quit lagging behind and cross already. You need not ask. How about you, Enna? Would you like me to carry you across? Shakes head. What? You don't really intend to cross alone, do you? Shakes head. I want to shoulder right across. What? You like that one from before? Nods. I see. Then a shoulder ride it is. Upsy daisy. Alright, here we go. Hold on tight. Nods. There you are, little lady. Safely across. Thank you. Recently, Enna seemed to be expressing herself a lot more. Not that that's a bad thing or anything, though. Alright, that's everyone. Let's keep going. It shouldn't be much further to the top from here. That was a good little crossing the stream event there. Let me go the other ways first, though. Like this way, you see? Plus there was that one chest, too. Remember that one chest? I wants it. Status care! I wants the chest, I got the chest. It's right there, you see it? Grim Reapers. Like, go away. No one likes these Grim Reapers. Hey, we can heal 40 now. Okay, countdown. Yeah. Don't miss. There's gotta be a way to increase the miss rate. Missing is a pain. Oh, not you again. Can I not fight you? As cool as you are, I don't really want to. Energy stone? Fine. As cool as the dragon is, I can maybe take one on before I get killed. Primitive strike. I like how the crate is also turned around too. Alright, we're getting a lot of EXP now. This is good. This will be good for level grinding later on. It's already 11? Oh my gosh, I just looked at the timer, guys. It's already 11. Oh no, what are you doing? Are you stuck?
I don't know what his problem is. He's healing things. He just can't hear that well or something. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. Boing, boing, boing. Alright. That's this section done. I think that's this section done. No, there might be more. No, no, no. Not you. Not you. Get out of here. I think I went to that section already up there. Alright. Now is the time we pay attention to the walls again. Oh, hello. Look, there's a treasure chest over there.
Yeah, but you got these boulders in the way. Hey, Blue Robin, how you doing?
How you doing today, Blue Robin? Welcome to the stream. How's life treating you, my friend? I hope you're doing good. You're just in time for some As Divine Dios. No, some Alphadia Genesis. I'm thinking of the first game I played. They kind of sound alike. I don't know. Seems like we could move them if we push on them with enough force. Ah. Boulder paths, guys. Very nice. But yeah, it's good to see ya. Did you do anything cool or awesome or today? I'm just playing this game. Waiting for Pokemon Violet and Scarlet. In 2-ish weeks, right? 2 weeks starting tomorrow. That game is coming out. Cannot believe. I am ready. I am excited. That'll be a day 1 stream for me, guys. Abso-flippin'-lutely a day 1 stream. Fuck pump! Oh my god! Oh look, there's a tiny one. So because they're tiny, they're faster, but they're also tiny. And they still have a crap ton of HP rather. Uh-oh. Mr. Guy here is almost dead. Have you ever seen this game before, Blue Robin? So close, so close. Uh-oh. Can I level up super quick? Just real quick. Level up 1 level. Just 1 level for everyone. One about to die, have lots of fun. You never heard of it, but looks great. Yeah. When your phone's more alive, you should check it out sometime. Let your phone live. Let your phone live next time. Thank you. You're welcome. If you're leaving, have a good one. Get that phone recharged. If you're still here though, then stay a while and listen.
Yeah. This. Oh my god.
Alright, 1 more battle. 2 more at the most, and then we can move on. I'll be level 30, everyone. Level 30. You know level 30, right? It's like level 40, but it's not. Yay! Oh yeah, it's charging. It's charging a lot too. Jeez. Ah!
I'm not going to. I'm gonna. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty good. Level up! Level ups for all, level ups for all. We should be nearing the top. This way, everyone. We're almost there. Sadie, please wait for... Ah! Goobogo! Sadie, come on, everyone. Right. Oh, God. 2 big dragons. Oh, God. What do we got? Defense up, speed, fusion. What is this one? Oh, healing rain. That's cool. I like that. Should we work on defeating one at a time, guys? Murder! Ow! Oh! Fudge! Someone have a... I guess here's the mind up. Alright, this is risky, but let's do it. Puzzling. Good, attack him. Attack that guy.
Wait, here it comes.
Darn it! That's why that move doesn't work, so I'm not gonna do that move anymore. You stole things. Yay! Good move there. Take shots. Let's do the weak point thing. Boom. Oh, this attacks too. I like it. Storm breath on everyone! Anna might be dead. Oh, Anna's almost dead. Anna is what they call almost dead. Woohoo! Nice. Alright, good heals. I like good heals. Double kill. Motherfuckers. Flame Fury and Sleeping Pain. Go, Agiago. That was a close one. Yes, thank you for saving me. You gave us all quite a scare taking off like that by yourself. Cats may have 9 lives, but we sure don't. I'm sorry, I always carry monster repellent with me, but I forgot to use it this time. It's just I felt so excited to having visitors for the first time, and as long as I can remember, and... No biggie, you were just worried about your safety is all, right, big bro? Thanks for putting me on the spot, Aura, but yes. Anyway, once we get outside, will we be close to where you live? Yes, my father's house should be in the viewing distance from there. Let's hurry before we become any colder than we already are. Nods. But first we'll go this way. Unless this is, the wrong or the right way, which would make it the wrong way. Oh no, perfect ring. Power drink. What is the perfect ring? All energy can be used, elements will not level up. Will confess I'm kind of sick of the Grim Reapers. So let's get out of the Grim Reaper hole. These monsters. I can take on these monsters just fine.
Strange sub.
Negative rise. What does it mean? And we are out. This is where my father and I live. Please wait here for a moment while I call him. Floofy Floof. Which one's the Floofy Floof? The burbs? The burbies? Father, I'm back and you have visitors. Visitors? And you people are... It's nice to finally meet you in person. We are the joint investigative team originally dispatched from Arc Lane after the incident in Katora. Per our conversation with the Chief of Operations at Kayani Laboratory, we were referred to you. Here's a letter detailing everything. Yes, this is indeed his seal. Unfortunately, it's been some time since I relinquished my duties there, so I'm not sure of what help I can be to you all. No, we've actually come to ask you about Professor Sperenza's research papers. We heard you might have some of them here, so we came to ask and... I see, so that's what this is all about. Please come inside and let's talk. The matter is more complex than most are aware. We appreciate your hospitality. Oh, the werewolves. The werewolves are the floofies. I think I have a much better picture now. As for Professor Sperenza's research papers, I have them here. Let me go get them for you. These are all of the ones I have. Thanks a heap. Yay, all the Professor's secret papers are mine to study as I please. So, what's in that stack of documents, Aura? Let me flip through them quick. This is just my guess, but the gist seems to be about codes capable of overriding a clone's master code. Which means you were correct, Aura. So why were you so unsure of yourself earlier? It's the part of who's actually capable of doing it. Even after looking over Hiram's notes in these highlighted sections, it still doesn't bring us any closer to whether these codes really exist. Still, if I string all these clues together, I get the same exact outcome. However, if Hiram has drawn the same conclusion as you have, there must veritably be some truth to it. But if that's really the case, does it mean this professor was the one who created them? In short, I have to find out some secret Greek third power is planning to use them to control clones and take over the entire world! No, it's not like that. Aura, I mean, I can't tell you for sure it isn't that way, but I've got to at least hope it isn't. It's probably hard for someone who's not a researcher to notice, but Type Sigmas have been embedded with feelings of compassion. You can see it when you examine their cells, and it would require someone with serious expertise to do something like that. That's why the only theory I can come up with is the professor did it to protect clones. For example, even when a master is cruel to a clone, that master's authority is never revoked. Yes, and under the same assumption, I find this almost as one would a mother who shows unfailing charity to her beloved child. Having said that, I'm glad the professor wasn't a man, or all this might sound a bit rude. In any case, I firmly believe Professor Sperenza's motive was to circumvent clones having evil thoughts in spite of evil masters, and the reason I removed these from the laboratory. So what you're saying is, you intentionally brought them back here? Yes, I know it was against standard policy, but at the same time I couldn't let these fall into the wrong hands. Additionally, those with animosity towards clones are more numerous in Galzabine than Arcline. I feared if one such person were to discover the existence of these codes, it could lead to the clones being used to harm humans. Yet you are forgetting one thing. Such incidents have already occurred, and there have been casualties as a result. In other words, we can no longer continue to deny the possibility such dangerous codes exist. Yes, you are right. I've realized that myself. That's why you're free to take those documents with you back to the castle. Are you absolutely certain about this? Yes. I have faith the current king of Galzabine, who dared have the courage to slay his fanatic brother during the Energy War and establish peace, is capable of leading this kingdom in the right direction, no matter the consequences. Understood, and we'll take these with us when we're ready to leave. I guess it's back to the castle then, huh? It is a blizzard outside. Holy cow, you're right. Trying to find our way through that could mean a frozen death. Are you sure we can't wait it out? Need to learn to deal with the cold, Aura. No one likes it any better than you do. Why don't I invite you to spend the night here instead? At least until the storm blows over. Are you serious? Sure, why not? Right, Father? I don't mind the extra company, but if you're going to stay, why not take a dip in the hot spring out back? The house acts as a wall to the freezing winds. Did you say hot spring? You heard him, big bro. He said we could stay, so don't even think of dragging us into that whiteout. I want to use the hot spring. Don't any of you realize that there can't possibly be enough beds for all of us here? That's quite alright. We can all stay here in the largest room. Tell him, Corone, persuade this party pooper to forget his crazy idea of going out into that snow. Me? I know this isn't what any of us expected, Frey, but I'd like to soak in the hot spring here, the same as Aura. Corone. Fine, but only tonight, you hear me? Yay for Corone! Nods. Thank you, Frey. I swear, the opposite sex knows how to manipulate us men all too well. Is that so? If that's all settled, then I'll be happy to show you to the hot spring. Please let me know when you're ready. Will do. Story ended. Alright. Any little secrets, by the way? Aha! Awesome. Pen, pen, pen! That's what I say. Oh no, I'm the only one on my team here. No good, no good. Any other, I only have 20 AGP now. Ready? Then please follow me. Yeah, might as well. I've gotta say, this must be what heaven is like. Who would have imagined we could be outside like this in the middle of a raging blizzard? It is warm. Feels like all of these JRPG or at least anime shows have a bath scene. You know what I mean? A bathhouse scene. Any of you guys peek over here and I'll shoot you with my light arrow. Got it? Who would desire to see a feminine physique like yours? That's it. That's it. Light arrow! Walter? Walter is dead. Serves you right. Aura, while I don't condone Walter's remarks, please go easy on him, will you? Fine. Anna, you've been staring at me for some time now. Something the matter? Your skin is pretty. Huh? Now you mention it, your skin is quite pretty, Corone. What are the two of you staring at? I wonder. This is starting to embarrass me. Please stop it. There's even literally a gameplay mechanic based around hot springs and Code Vein. Really? Oh, these anime games. Oh, come on, it's not like looking is going to hurt you or anything. Pokes. Anna! Your skin is soft. That tickles, please don't do that. I want to try too. Just because we're all girls here doesn't mean you can act however you... Ah! Game over. Bad end. I swear, do the three of them ever understand hot springs are for relaxing? Such unscrupulous girls those other two are. Whoa! Human who does things is rating. Welcome to the stream, human. What's up? I didn't even know you were alive. Oh, I guess you were. Hey! Human Raid. Welcome. How you doing today? You're just in time. There's a hot spring scene happening right now. Come on, Walter, don't let your mind focus on all the bad. They're just kids having a little fun. My mind is only focused on Corone's welfare, nothing more. How you doing today, human? How's life treating ya?
Good to see ya. Stream's going good. I'm playing this very goofy game right now. And you're just in time for the hot spring scene.
What a way to spend the day that was.
Nods. Huh? Where's Korone? How was your stream?
She said she was feeling worn out and wanted to soak in the water a bit longer. She also asked you stand guard, big bro.
Me? Sure, if that's what she wants.
It sounds like a lot of playing going on in there.
You sure you had a chance to warm up?
Nods. It was pretty.
Yep, hot springs sure are pretty.
Yeah, I see what you mean now. Well, what do you say we get back inside?
That would be great. I will stay here as well. So did you enjoy yourself?
Not particularly. I'm only concerned about protecting Corona.
What for? I think you're just wasting your time fretting over someone as dense as my brother.
But suit yourself. Human went to go to bed, but you're here to say hi for a bit. Well, hello. Catch your stream for a bit? Yeah. Glad you're doing here. And, Guacamole is here too. How was everyone? How's everyone doing?
There's Human.
Good to see all of you here. Yeah, I'm playing a very, very weird game, but it's going good.
Okay, Grand, are you ready to walk back up?
Follow me. Hey, Frey.
Huh? What's up?
What do you think of Korone? I wish to protect her as well as have her rely on me. However, it is you she constantly relies on instead of me. I am also certain you are not oblivious to her trust in you. Frey, what is your motive in interacting with Korone? You have officially turned Fallout 4 into Dark Souls. Oh boy. How did you do that?
To be honest, I'm not really sure.
What?
Well, I don't want her to get hurt of it, and I'd like to hope she'd ask for help when she needs it.
The computer just completely shut down because of the sheer power of the raid. Really? It entered sleep mode. And raid. But more than anything else, I'd like her to be able to smile and be happy. For some reason, when I see her smile, I feel happy myself. I suppose that's probably about it. Walter?
I despise you.
Huh? What's this? I feel happy myself nonsense. Unless...
Walter, that leads to... But Walter, has something happened?
Korone,
Huh?
Ah!
What a idiot.
Not you too, Frey.
Whoa! Guacamole guy do the gift sub to Human? Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome to the sub club. I'm the human who does the thing. Oh my gosh, and you're subscribing too?
You two are insane.
You are insane. I'm not used to this niceness.
Stop it.
Stop being nice.
Stop it.
But really though, thank you so much. Enjoy the emotes that you get from this subs. Love a Subway club sandwich.
Me too.
I love Subway.
This is really my fault, Korone. I was trying to have a conversation with Walter when suddenly he took off in a fuming rage and... Are you okay? Me? Yes, I'm fine. In that case, let me get out of... Please wait. Would you stay there for a moment so we can talk? Just the two of us?
Sure.
Do you remember what you told me back in Nessie Trench?
What I told you?
You said I had much more to me than simply strength, both good and bad qualities. Would you mind telling me what you see in me?
You mean here? Right now?
Yes, right here, right now.
Yep, those are my emotes. My Sims 4 daughter Ayulin waving hello, and the chest emote from the Trail series. By the way, if you two want a long series to play the Legend of Heroes games. Those will last you a long, long time.
Like I said before, you're incredibly strong, and at the same time kind too. But what's even more impressive is your character and your ability to state your mind. But one fault of yours is carelessness, as you left yourself open to attack with that monster in Nessun Trench. Yes, I have seen the error of my ways regarding that, and promise not to do it again. Please don't. I get worried when I see you trying to bite off more than you can chew. I'm glad to know you keep a good eye on me. I almost wonder why that is. Every time I tend to look around, you're right there in my line of sight. Frey! No, I didn't mean it in a creepy way. It's just instinctively it happens. Hey, Zetsu! Zetsu Mobility, welcome to the stream as well. How you doing? What else I see? Yes, I'd like to hear it all. Well, there's... Oh, right, you're beautiful. Huh? What I meant to say is, just now is... I apologize, I had no intention of seeing you here like this. You're welcome to give me a good fist to the face if necessary. I'm okay with it. As long as it's you, Frey. What? I mean, I'll change back into my clothes, so if you wouldn't mind waiting inside for me? Yes, right. Have to go to bed now. Bye, human! Thanks for the raid again. I'll see you soon, alright? Be well and be good. It's so strange. Why do I feel this way? Frey. Welcome to Talking to Girls is Hard, the game. Thanks a million for yesterday. I feel like it now. Don't mention it. We don't get many visitors up here, so it was good change of pace. Please come again when you have the time. How have you been today, Zetsu? How's life treating ya? We will, thank you. Oh, Ara. Huh? I'm currently researching new possibilities for clones. When a clone dies, there are no physical remains, but they possess far more energy than humans. I was thinking if there's a way to leave a trace of their existence behind, I might just be able to reclone them using it. Now that is an interesting topic of research, but why are you telling me this? What I mean is, if you tell others, someone could beat you to the punch and claim your research as their own. Of course I won't, but... I'm not sure why, but I had a sudden urge to tell you as you remind me of Professor Clairson. She was a colleague of mine at Kayani Laboratory some years ago, and had a great love for clones the way I see you do. I lost contact with her around the time the Energy War came to a close, but I do imagine she's still somewhere doing great things on behalf of clones. If there's anything I can do to help, or if you have an interest in the same research I'm doing, please come see me again. Hiram! Tee-hee, I'll be sure to keep that in mind. Alright, we're ready to head out? Yes, I'm sure King Augustine must be awaiting our report. Let's hurry back to Galzabine Castle. Oh. Mission! Want to sit in the hot spring? I see you enjoyed it in the last time. Unfortunately, it won't be a good idea to try using it now. What do you mean? A group of lickers? Oh no. What you're saying is, water's full of the same mud. I'll try to stop you. Shake's head, I do not like mud. Repellent to keep them away. Exterminate them on enough of them. Wonderful idea. Deal with them. Yes. It's battling lickers pretty much. Appreciate your help with this. The lickers are the mad lickers. 15. I can do that in between streams. And speaking of in between streams, I think I'm going to go into this cave. Oh, wait a minute. A faint breeze can be felt coming up the tunnel. Probably a shortcut to get off the mountain. Cool. And with that, guys, I'm gonna actually save the game here. And that'll be it for today. So thank you all very much for stopping by. It's been fun. Tomorrow I'll be playing Harvestella. This time for real this time. It's on the way. It's coming. So get ready for a brand new game tomorrow. I, for one, can't wait! Oh, also Among Us in the morning. Hope to see you there, Hellfire Skyrim. But yeah, take care, guys. Thank you for the 2 subs, Guacamole guy.
You're the epic guy, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye bye.